So, Persona 6. Yeah, we're finally talking about it. After what feels like forever of waiting and wondering if Atlus even remembers this series exists beyond milking Persona 5 for everything it's worth, we might actually be getting somewhere. Look, I've been down this rabbit hole for months now, digging through every leak, every cryptic tweet, every "my uncle works at Atlus" post on Reddit, and honestly, some of this stuff is starting to look legit. So let's dive into what we might actually get our hands on. First things first, when the hell is this thing coming out? Because if I have to see one more Persona 5 Royal Golden Deluxe Dancing All Night announcement, I might lose it. The good news is that multiple sources are pointing to summer 2025, like actual summer 2025, not soon TM or please be excited. We're talking July or August, which honestly caught me off guard. I was prepared to wait until 2027 at this point. What's interesting is that Atlus has been unusually quiet, but also unusually active behind the scenes. Creative producer Kazuhisa Wada dropped some hints about large-scale projects for 2025, and you know what? I'm choosing to believe this isn't just another Persona 4 port to my smart fridge. Now here's where it gets fun. Forget red, we're going green. And before you ask, no, this isn't because they want to be environmentally friendly or whatever. Every Persona game has had its color identity, and apparently green is going to be our new obsession. But here's the thing that actually has me excited. This isn't just about slapping a new filter on the UI. The rumors suggest the green theme ties into some heavy duality concepts. We're talking black versus white, order versus chaos. That whole philosophical deep dive that made Persona 3 hit different, you know? I'm hoping this means we're moving away from the let's be stylish rebels vibe and getting back to some of that existential dread that made the earlier games so memorable. Don't get me wrong, I love Persona 5, but sometimes I miss feeling emotionally devastated by a video game. Okay, this is where the leaks get really interesting. Word on the street is we're getting two main characters, possibly named Kuro and Shiro, which is about as subtle as a brick to the face since they literally mean black and white. The dual protagonist thing makes sense thematically, but what has everyone losing their minds is the suggestion that one of them might be female, as in an actual female protagonist in a mainline Persona game, not just DLC or a spin-off. Now, I'm trying not to get my hopes up too high here because we've been burned before, but imagine if they actually pulled this off. The series has been dancing around this for years, and it would be a massive step forward. The speculation is all over the place about how this would work. Can you pick at the start? Do you switch between them? Is one of them going to be added later as DLC because Atlus loves making us pay extra for complete experiences? Your guess is as good as mine. The setting rumors have me cautiously optimistic. An art school? That's actually brilliant. Think about it. You've got creativity versus conformity, expression versus suppression, plus all the visual possibilities that come with an artistic environment. The Persona designs alone could be incredible, but the real game changer might be the shift towards semi-open world gameplay. Now, before anyone panics, this doesn't mean we're getting Persona Breath of the Wild. The daily life simulation stuff that makes Persona, well, Persona, is apparently staying put. What we might get is more freedom to explore. Picture this, wandering through different art districts, discovering hidden galleries, actually being able to explore that massive school campus instead of just fast traveling between predetermined spots. It could work really well if they don't overcomplicate it. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. A lot of us who started with Persona 3 and 4 are adults now. We've got jobs, relationships, responsibilities, and that whole real-life thing that nobody warned us about in high school. The rumors about more mature relationship dynamics actually make perfect sense. We're apparently moving beyond "do you want to hold hands behind the school?" and into actual adult relationship territory. This could mean more complex character development, realistic relationship progression, and emotional stakes that don't feel like teenage drama. I'm not saying every Persona game needs to be a mature dating simulator, but acknowledging that the fanbase has grown up wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Look, I've been hurt before by getting too excited about game announcements. Remember when we thought Persona 5 was coming to Switch and instead got Joker in Smash Bros? Which was cool, but still. That said, everything I'm seeing suggests Atlus is taking this seriously. This isn't just Persona 5 with a new coat of paint. The technical improvements alone, being built from the ground up for current-gen hardware, could make a huge difference. The rumored DLC strategy also suggests they're thinking long-term. Instead of waiting 3 years for a royal version, we might get ongoing content that extends the story and adds new experiences. Though knowing Atlus, they'll probably still find a way to make us buy the game twice. Here's the thing. I want to believe. After years of Persona 5 spin-offs and ports, the idea of a genuinely new experience in this universe has me more excited than I probably should be. Will it live up to the hype? Will it justify the wait? Will it finally give us that female protagonist we've been asking for? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. But if even half of these rumors turn out to be true, Persona 6 could be something really special. Not just another sequel, but a genuine evolution of everything that makes this series great. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, which for a Persona fan is basically the same as being completely hyped beyond all reason. Anyway, that's where we stand with Persona 6. What do you think? Are you buying into the hype, or are you in full I'll believe it when I see it mode? Let me know in the comments, and for the love of Igor, please don't let this turn into another Persona 3 versus Persona 4 war in the comments section.